Hello everyone, Dr. Alan Mandel here. Welcome back to my channel, Science of Healing. Have you noticed your skin becoming looser, thinner, maybe more wrinkled than it used to be? You look in the mirror and wonder when that firmness started to fade. The jawline isn't as tight, the neck feels softer, the arms don't bounce back the same way, and if you're over 40, this is extremely common. But here's the truth most people don't realize. Loose skin is not just about age, it's about what's happening inside your body, especially with collagen, hydration, and inflammation. Today, I want to share a simple natural drink, just 1 cup a day, that can help support tighter, healthier looking skin from the inside out. And the best part? It's inexpensive, it's easy to make, and it's backed by real science. We're talking about bone broth. Yes, bone broth. This traditional food has been used for centuries, but modern research is now confirming what many cultures already knew. Bone broth is one of the richest natural sources of collagen, gelatin, amino acids, and minerals, the exact building blocks your skin needs to stay firm and resilient. Let me explain what happens after the age of 40. After the age of 40, something quiet begins to happen beneath the surface of your skin, something most people never see coming. It doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't make headlines, but year after year, your body slowly begins to lose one of the most important proteins responsible for keeping your skin firm, tight, and youthful: collagen. Science shows that starting in your early 30s, collagen production declines by about 1% every single year. By the time you reach your 40s, that loss becomes visible, and by your 50s and 60s, the change can feel dramatic. Skin that once snapped back instantly begins to hang a little longer. The jawline softens. The neck develops loose folds. The arms and stomach begin to look less firm, even if your weight hasn't changed. And many people think this is just aging. But the real story is deeper and more alarming. Collagen is not just a beauty protein. It is the structural framework of your entire body. It makes up about 75% of your skin's dry weight. It forms the scaffolding that holds your skin together, giving it strength, elasticity, and resilience. Imagine a brand new mattress. When it's fresh, the springs are tight and supportive. But over time, those springs weaken. They lose tension, they sag. That is exactly what happens to your skin when collagen levels drop. Researchers have found that women can lose up to 30% of their skin's collagen in the first 5 years after menopause. That's not a slow decline. That's a rapid structural collapse happening beneath the surface, and men are not immune. Testosterone levels also decline with age, reducing collagen production and slowing tissue repair. The result is the same: thinner skin, weaker connective tissue, and visible sagging. But here's what makes this even more concerning. As collagen decreases, your skin doesn't just become looser, it becomes more fragile, more prone to wrinkles, more vulnerable to damage. Tiny tears form in the skin's support network. Elastic fibers break down, moisture escapes more easily, and suddenly the skin that once looked smooth and firm begins to look tired, creased, and aged. Studies using advanced skin imaging technology show that after age 40, the dermis, the thick inner layer of skin, becomes significantly thinner. In some individuals, it can shrink by up to 20%. That thinning is not just cosmetic. It weakens the skin's ability to protect you from environmental stress. It slows wound healing, and it increases the risk of bruising and tearing. But the loss of collagen is only part of the story. There is another hidden factor accelerating loose skin: chronic inflammation. As we age, the body experiences a low-grade inflammatory state known as inflammaging. This silent inflammation damages collagen fibers and blocks the body's ability to repair them. Think of it like rust slowly eating away at metal. You may not notice it at first, but over time, the structure weakens. Poor diet, high sugar intake, smoking, stress, and lack of sleep all fuel this process. And the skin pays the price. One study found that high sugar consumption leads to a process called glycation. This is when sugar molecules attach to collagen fibers, making them stiff and brittle. Instead of bending and stretching, the fibers crack and break. The skin loses flexibility, wrinkles deepen, sagging becomes more noticeable. And here's the shocking truth: ultraviolet radiation from the sun can destroy collagen faster than aging itself. Dermatologists estimate that up to 80% of visible skin aging is caused by sun exposure. Not time, not genetics, sun damage. Each time unprotected skin is exposed to ultraviolet rays, enzymes called metalloproteinases are activated. These enzymes literally break down collagen fibers. It is a microscopic demolition process happening every time the skin burns or tans. Over decades, the damage accumulates, and the skin begins to lose its structure. But there is still another factor many people overlook: muscle loss. After the age of 40, adults can lose up to 8% of their muscle mass per decade. This condition is known as sarcopenia. Muscles act like the foundation beneath your skin. They provide support and shape. When muscle shrinks, the skin loses its support system. And without that support, the skin begins to sag. This is why loose skin often appears in areas where muscle mass declines the most: the arms, thighs, face, and abdomen. And here's what makes this especially frustrating: you can maintain the same body weight, eat the same foods, and follow the same routine, yet still notice your skin becoming looser because the changes are happening at a cellular level. Inside your body, fibroblast cells, the cells responsible for producing collagen, become less active with age. They slow down, they produce fewer fibers, and the ones they do produce are weaker. It's like a factory running on half power. Production drops, quality declines, and the structure begins to fail. But here's the most important message you need to hear: collagen loss is natural, but accelerated loss is not inevitable. Research shows that lifestyle choices can dramatically influence how quickly collagen breaks down. Nutrient deficiencies, dehydration, chronic stress, and sedentary habits all speed up the process. On the other hand, proper nutrition, hydration, and physical activity can help protect the collagen you still have. In fact, studies have shown that individuals who consume adequate protein and essential amino acids maintain stronger skin structure as they age. Vitamin C plays a critical role in collagen synthesis. Zinc supports tissue repair. Copper helps stabilize collagen fibers. Without these nutrients, collagen production slows even further. And here's something many people don't realize: your skin is constantly rebuilding itself. Every single day, old collagen is broken down and replaced with new collagen. This process is called collagen turnover. When you are young, turnover happens quickly. The skin repairs itself efficiently. But after 40, turnover slows dramatically. Damage accumulates faster than repair. And the visible result is loose, sagging skin. Yet the body still has the ability to rebuild. Even in your 50s, 60s, and beyond, the skin can respond to the right signals. It can produce new collagen. It can strengthen connective tissue. It can improve elasticity, but only if it receives the nutrients and support it needs. There is a reason ancient cultures treasured a simple, steaming cup of broth as if it were liquid gold. Long before modern supplements existed, before collagen powders filled store shelves, families relied on one humble tradition: simmering bones slowly for hours to extract nutrients that could rebuild the body from the inside out. Today, science is finally catching up to that wisdom, because inside one single cup of bone broth lies a powerful combination of nutrients that your skin has been quietly craving for years: collagen, gelatin, amino acids, and essential minerals that work together to support firmness, elasticity, and resilience. And this becomes especially important after the age of 40. That's when the body's natural collagen production begins to slow dramatically, not gradually, not gently, but steadily, year after year. Researchers estimate that adults can lose up to 25% of their skin's collagen by middle age. That loss weakens the skin structure, making it thinner, looser, and more vulnerable to wrinkles. But here's the remarkable part. When collagen-rich foods are consumed regularly, the body receives the raw materials it needs to rebuild that structure. Bone broth is one of the most concentrated natural sources of those materials. It contains gelatin, a form of collagen that dissolves into the liquid during long cooking. Once consumed, gelatin breaks down into amino acids, the tiny building blocks your body uses to repair connective tissue, including the skin. Two of these amino acids are especially important: glycine and proline. Glycine supports the formation of new collagen fibers. Proline helps stabilize and strengthen those fibers, making the skin more resistant to sagging. Together, they act like construction workers rebuilding a weakened foundation, and the numbers are impressive. Studies show that collagen peptides can increase skin elasticity and hydration within just 8 weeks of consistent intake. In clinical trials, participants who consumed collagen daily experienced measurable improvements in skin firmness compared to those who did not. That's not marketing hype. That's documented science. But the benefits of bone broth go far beyond collagen alone. It also contains natural minerals that play a crucial role in skin health: calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, and potassium. These minerals help maintain proper fluid balance inside skin cells. They support nerve function and circulation, and they help the body retain moisture, keeping the skin plump and resilient. Because here's a fact many people overlook: dehydration is one of the fastest ways to make skin appear loose and wrinkled. Even mild dehydration can reduce skin elasticity. Cells shrink, volume decreases, and the surface begins to look dull and saggy. Bone broth helps counter this by delivering both fluids and electrolytes in a form the body can easily absorb. It doesn't just hydrate you, it helps your body hold on to that hydration. And there is another powerful benefit hidden inside this simple drink: support for the gut. Your gut and your skin are deeply connected. So deeply, in fact, that scientists often refer to it as the gut-skin axis. When the gut lining becomes irritated or damaged, inflammation spreads throughout the body. That inflammation accelerates collagen breakdown and slows skin repair. Bone broth contains compounds like glutamine that help strengthen the gut lining. They act like protective patches, sealing tiny gaps that can trigger inflammation. As the gut heals, inflammation decreases, and healthier skin often follows. Many people notice that their skin becomes calmer, clearer, and more hydrated once gut health improves. But there is still another reason bone broth can help tighten loose skin, and it has to do with muscle. After the age of 40, muscle mass begins to decline naturally. This process, known as sarcopenia, can reduce strength and stability beneath the skin. When muscle shrinks, the skin loses support. And without that support, sagging becomes more noticeable. Bone broth provides high-quality protein that helps maintain lean muscle tissue, not in the way a heavy protein shake might, but in a gentle, steady way that supports daily repair and recovery. Think of muscle as the frame of a building and skin as the outer wall. If the frame weakens, the wall begins to collapse. But when the frame stays strong, the wall remains firm. This is why people who maintain muscle mass often appear younger than their age. Now, here's something that may surprise you. Bone broth also contains natural compounds that support joint health, including glucosamine and chondroitin. These compounds help maintain cartilage and reduce joint stiffness. And while that may not seem directly related to skin, it plays a bigger role than you might expect. Because when joints feel better, people move more, they exercise more, they stay active longer, and physical activity increases blood flow to the skin. That improved circulation delivers oxygen and nutrients that support collagen production. So the benefits begin to multiply. One simple daily habit starts a chain reaction throughout the body, Better nutrition leads to stronger tissue. Stronger tissue leads to healthier skin. Healthier skin leads to greater confidence. And confidence changes how you carry yourself, how you move, and how you feel. But perhaps the most powerful aspect of bone broth is its simplicity. You don't need complicated routines. You don't need expensive treatments. You don't need dozens of supplements. Just 1 cup per day can provide a steady supply of the nutrients your body uses to repair itself. Consistency is the key because collagen is not rebuilt overnight. Skin does not tighten instantly, but day by day, cell by cell, the body responds to nourishment. New fibers form, old damage is repaired, strength returns gradually, and over time the changes become visible. Skin feels firmer. Wrinkles appear softer. Elasticity improves, not because of magic, but because biology is being supported. And here's the truth many people need to hear. Your body is not designed to fall apart with age. It is designed to repair, rebuild, and adapt, even in your 50s, 60s, and beyond. But it can only do that when it receives the right raw materials. Bone broth provides those materials in a natural, highly absorbable form. It nourishes the skin, it supports the gut, it strengthens connective tissue, it protects muscle, all from a single cup. And sometimes the most powerful solutions are not the newest inventions, they are the oldest traditions, rediscovered, respected, and supported by modern science. Most people searching for tighter skin are looking for a miracle, a cream that works overnight, a supplement that promises instant transformation, a shortcut that turns back time. But the truth is far more powerful and far more honest. The secret to firmer skin is not found in a single product. It is found in consistency. Small actions repeated every day create changes that no quick fix can match. Because your skin is not static, it is alive. It is constantly rebuilding itself every minute, every hour, every single day. Right now, as you listen to this, millions of skin cells in your body are dying and being replaced. Old collagen fibers are breaking down, new ones are being formed. This process never stops. Scientists call it tissue turnover, and after the age of 40, this process begins to slow dramatically. Cell renewal becomes less efficient, repair takes longer, damage accumulates faster than the body can fix it. That is why loose skin appears gradually, not suddenly, not randomly, but steadily, the result of thousands of small biological changes happening over time. And here is the empowering part. If small negative habits can weaken the skin over years, small positive habits can strengthen it. One of the most important habits is daily nourishment. Your body cannot build collagen without raw materials. It cannot repair tissue without protein. It cannot maintain elasticity without hydration. Yet research shows that many adults over 40 consume significantly less protein than their bodies actually need. Inadequate protein intake slows collagen production. It weakens connective tissue. It accelerates muscle loss, and muscle loss plays a direct role in sagging skin. After the age of 40, adults can lose up to 1% of their muscle mass every year if they are inactive. By age 60, that loss can become severe enough to affect posture, strength, and appearance. When muscle shrinks, the skin loses its support structure. It begins to droop. It begins to fold. But consistent protein intake helps slow this decline. Studies show that people who maintain adequate protein levels preserve more lean muscle as they age, and stronger muscle provides a firmer foundation for the skin. Another daily habit that dramatically influences skin firmness is hydration. Your skin is made up of approximately 2/3 water. When hydration drops, skin cells shrink, volume disappears, elasticity decreases. Even mild dehydration can make wrinkles appear deeper and skin look looser. Researchers have found that increasing daily fluid intake improves skin thickness and density over time. Not instantly, not dramatically, but gradually, the way real biological change happens. Sleep is another factor many people underestimate. During deep sleep, the body releases growth hormone, a powerful signal that stimulates tissue repair and collagen synthesis. This is when the skin rebuilds itself. This is when damage is repaired. This is when new cells are formed. But chronic sleep deprivation disrupts this process. Studies show that people who consistently sleep less than 6 hours per night experience faster skin aging, reduced elasticity, and slower wound healing. In other words, poor sleep literally weakens your skin. And then there is stress, the silent accelerator of aging. When stress levels rise, the body releases cortisol. This hormone is essential in small amounts, but when it remains elevated for long periods, it begins to break down collagen and thin the skin. High cortisol levels also increase inflammation, which further damages connective tissue. Researchers have linked chronic stress to premature skin aging, increased wrinkles, and reduced skin strength. But the body responds quickly when stress is reduced. Even simple daily practices, walking, deep breathing, gentle exercise, can lower cortisol levels and protect collagen fibers. Physical activity itself is one of the most powerful tools for maintaining firm skin. Exercise increases blood flow. Blood delivers oxygen. Oxygen fuels cell repair. This improved circulation helps fibroblast cells produce new collagen. It also strengthens muscles, which support the skin from beneath. People who stay physically active often maintain tighter, more resilient skin well into older age, not because they discovered a secret treatment, but because they stayed consistent. Consistency is also essential when it comes to protecting the skin from environmental damage. Sun exposure remains one of the leading causes of collagen breakdown worldwide. Ultraviolet radiation penetrates deep into the skin and activates enzymes that destroy collagen fibers. Over time, repeated exposure weakens the skin structure and accelerates sagging. Daily sun protection, even on cloudy days, significantly slows this damage. It is one of the simplest habits with one of the greatest long-term benefits: nutrition, hydration, sleep, stress management, and physical activity. Each of these habits may seem small on its own, but together they create a powerful biological environment that supports skin health. Think of your body as a garden. If you water it once, nothing dramatic happens. If you nourish the soil once, change is barely visible. But if you water and nourish that garden every day, something remarkable begins to occur. Roots grow deeper, plants grow stronger, life becomes more resilient. Your skin works the same way. It responds to daily care. It adapts to consistent support. It rebuilds itself when given time. And here is the most important truth to remember. Real change is not dramatic. It is gradual. Collagen forms slowly. Muscle strengthens slowly. Skin tightens slowly. But slow change is lasting change. The people who see the greatest improvements in their skin are not the ones who try everything once. They are the ones who do the right things repeatedly, day after day, week after week, month after month. Because biology rewards consistency. Every healthy choice sends a signal to your cells. Drink enough water and cells stay hydrated. Eat enough protein and collagen production continues. Sleep deeply and tissue repair accelerates. Move your body and circulation improves. These signals accumulate, and over time, they transform the structure of your skin from the inside out. This is why consistency is not just helpful, it is essential. Not for perfection, not for instant results, but for steady progress. Your skin does not need extreme measures. It needs reliable support. Small daily habits may feel insignificant in the moment, but over years, they become powerful forces shaping how your body ages. And the future of your skin is being written right now, not by chance, but by the choices you make every single day.